The most common approach for risk analysis is to quantify the risk, taking into account existing controls based on a biaxial relationship between consequence and likelihood. A common method used by most organizations to analyze risk is a 5x5 semi-quantitative risk matrix. Under the biaxial model of risk assessment, the level of risk is determined by considering the relationship that comes about between the consequence, if the hazard scenario occurs, with the hazard in its present state, and with the pre-existing control measures, and the likelihood that the sequence of events would occur with the most credible worst-case consequence being realized, given the pre-existing conditions. Let's use a workplace example to demonstrate how to use a semi-quantitative risk matrix tool. Step 1. Define the context. You've been asked to conduct an inspection on the integrity of a roof structure atop of the maintenance workshop. The structure is 9 meters high with a steep pitched roof. It's been windy and rainy. There is no perimeter edge protection. There is no fall protection, and you are accessing the roof via an extension ladder. Step 2. Define the hazard scenario. The scenario you are most concerned about is falling over the exposed edge to the concrete surface 9 meters below. Step 3. Determine consequences. This step requires you to define the most credible worst-case consequence if the hazard scenario occurs with the hazard in its present state and with the pre-existing control measures. We believe the most credible worst-case consequence is a fatality. Our selection for consequence is therefore catastrophic. 5. Step 4. Determine likelihood. This step requires you to decide how likely it is that the sequence of events would occur with the most credible worst-case consequence being realized given the pre-existing conditions. It must be noted that in your determination of likelihood, you must also consider the parameter of exposure to the respective hazard scenario. Windy, rainy, steep pitch, no edge protection, 9 meters of height, concrete. Our selection for likelihood is almost certain. Step 5. Calculate the risk score. Calculate the risk score by combining the consequence and likelihood ratings. The resultant risk is an extreme risk. You must stop work and notify senior management before work commences.